got a new producer in today. Wouldn't acknowledge the person at all, but it's like
he's fact checking us.
They're over there somewhere.
Captain Invisible over there
in the cuck chair.
Whoa!
You're just watching from the corner.
Just
watching the action from the corner.
That was not supposed to make the podcast, sir.
We need to do that. We need to start having just a random guest in the cuck chair. Like,
and if we don't have one, it's just a blow up doll. Like, what's happening over there?
Bring one from your house.
I don't have one. They sold out of the SE, so your best option now is the iPhone 13 for $350.
I like it.
You missed out.
I tell you what, I actually went in today and spent some money.
You did. Yes. What did you go buy?
So I got a newer iPad. Obviously not new iPad, but it was a refurbished, great condition.
Yep.
And I got it for my son's birthday, actually. So hope he doesn't know about this. And honestly, if this is the only reason, there's other reasons he shouldn't be listening to this. But yeah, I got a newer iPad with a case, and I want to say it was roughly $140, something like that. So,
and they're going to warranty that thing for 30 days, probably. If it breaks, you can take it right back in. Not breaks, but if it stops working, you can take it right back in there.
Well, that's good. I have no idea, and he didn't say that, so
yeah, they give you a 30-day.
I'm just gonna say that's what Trav told me. So
yeah, anything you buy in there, they're going to give you a 30-day warranty on it because they back it. And then, I mean, if it breaks, take it right in there, and they're going to fix it for crazy cheap.
Oh yeah.
Give them, the code CCICT15, and they're going to give you 15% off.
I didn't use any kind of codes. I should have used some codes.
But you didn't get anything fixed. That's the thing.
Oh, we don't have any codes for just buying things?
Not just buying stuff. We have that $10 off coupon that I have on the cards, but you don't have one of those.
No, I don't. Yep, I could have saved a little bit of money, but that's fine. Still, super cheap. You can go check them out. Get yourself an iPad because, like I said, it was super easy, super quick.
I was also in there talking to Sam this week. They're getting ready to remodel the store, so it's going to look really cool in there. They're going to do a lot of cool stuff. So give them a little bit of patience. Also, be careful at the Town East Mall. Dang.
Apparently, people are being shot. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't think it was over by these guys. It was over by Round 1 on the other side of the mall, but still,
yeah.
Be careful up there.
Not cool.
Yeah. Yikes.
So we're putting in some plexiglass and
bulletproof doors.
So we'll figure it out. It'll be
got it. Strap in, folks. This is Cartridge and Quest. I am Averagetrav. That's Foodie Mike C. And we are the only podcast that uses 16-bit nostalgia and questionable snacks to numb the crushing weight of modern adulthood.
We're talking edibles.
It's cheaper than therapy, and the soundtrack is better.
Soundtrack's, yeah. Soundtrack's on point for sure.
Identify
future challenges.
No, Ron. I was feeling a little emo with that intro after we went to the MCR concert.
I liked it. It hit me right in my soul.
Right in them feels.
Yeah. Just like
Gerard
the
Mikey.
Oof. Mikey fucking way.
Man. Somebody had that shirt on.
I wish they had that shirt there. I would have bought it.
Yeah, somebody had that shirt on. I saw him when we were walking around. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Retro Rewind.
Oh, God.
Powered by the Regent Theater. Are they still playing Bad Guys 2?
I think so, but you know what I'm excited about?
Oh, my gosh, dude.
Look at this. How cool is this cup? And if you're like, man, where did you get that? How can I get it? How much money is it? The Regent.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know. We're going to figure it out. But
TBD.
So the Regent, they decided they're going to actually do a throwback because it's coming up on the anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3. The owner actually found like boxes of these brand new cups. Like these were supposed to come out
from 2005.
So he found them brand new in storage.
Brand new.
And so yeah, we're gonna do
these are gonna be for sale at the movie.
Yeah.
We don't know how much they're gonna cost yet. We don't know how we're gonna get them there. We think it's gonna be part of a combo where you get the cup with the combo and then you pay the ticket price, and
which sounds cool to me. And one thing that's cool is so we want to make sure Jerry is doing some cool sales stuff inside. Kind of keep the Regent going well. And I think I'm just gonna do some really cool extra topping stuff for like hot dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you want to come have some just really good food, go check out this movie again and get a sweet cup.
August 31st. It's Thursday, August 31st.
Yeah. We know that much for sure.
You're gonna have a chance to get one of these cups with your combo.
One of three.
You can either get Vader and Anakin. You can get
Is that Grievous?
Grievous and Obi-Wan.
So the Cup Chair producer said the 31st is actually a Sunday.
Wow, the trucker. I could have swore he said it was the 31st.
Oh, this guy. The 28th. I thought when you said...
Why did you not say something if you thought...
I almost did. But I didn't.
August 28th.
Fact checking your ass.
Nobody has to even know if you do your job right.
He said, edit this out. Wrong. We'll just start right here.
Nobody even has to know. August 28th.
He said the 31st, but it's 28th.
Gosh, dang it. It's August 28th. Cut. You'll have a chance to get one of these cups.
Super sexy.
They're Pepsi cups even. Like, heck yeah. Darth, Yoda, or Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
And these are super cool, guys. Also, I was just up there getting these cups from Jerry, and he's getting a bunch of merch in. He's got hats and T-shirts and koozies.
Sweet.
So you can get some Regent swag while you're there. So come check out the Regent on the 28th. Watch episode 3.
That'll be cool.
And get a cup from 2005. These are original cups, guys. I don't know. I haven't even looked like if they're worth anything on eBay or whatever, but this is super freaking cool.
Producer, look that up on eBay.
Yeah, take a picture of that with your invisible guy. All right. August 16th, 1995. Internet Explorer 1 Internet Explorer 1 is released by Microsoft.
Yeah.
And this began the browser wars. We've talked about this in the past a little bit about how other browsers were pissed off at Microsoft because they were giving their thing away. This is what started it. 1995, August 16th, they released Internet Explorer 1, and they gave it away with Windows, with their operating system, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's still, even today, it's Macs and it's PCs. Those are the two options you have if you want a computer, right? You can do Linux and you can do some other weird stuff, but the two mainstream things are Apple Mac and Windows. And so they decided they were going to give this away for free.
$30?
Heck yeah. You're going to pay way less for that.
Jerry's like, no, maybe I'll hold on to these.
Maybe I'm going to sell all of these.
You guys ain't getting these.
Anyway, they decided they were going to give this away. Netscape Navigator was their biggest competition. They were selling their browser, and you had to load that still onto Windows. And after you bought it. And then Microsoft's like, no, we're just going to give ours to you.
It'll just come with one. That's fine.
And so this started the browser war. We all know who won. Microsoft still has, not IE, but they have Edge. And they won. So
Explorer so bad.
Explorer sucked so bad. It was the worst.
Like, it's free, take it.
Yeah, it's all yours. Who wants to talk about a little bit of Cartridge Conundrum?
How do you spell curse?
I couldn't figure that out at all. And so I just put, it's probably spelled 15 different ways every time.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
But it's Curve.
Okay.
It's close enough. Is it an S?
Yeah, it might be.
I don't know. He doesn't even know. He just knows it's wrong because it has a red line under it. Freaking squirrel over here.
Anyways, go ahead.
On August 14th, 1995, Nintendo marked a major turning point with two significant events happening on the exact same day. One decision represented the end of a world-changing empire, while the other launched one of gaming's most infamous failures. What were these two events? A, Nintendo announced a partnership with Sony for the PlayStation and released the Philips Super Nintendo CD. B, Nintendo officially discontinued the Nintendo Entertainment Center, or Nintendo System, NES, and launched the Virtual Boy. C, Nintendo discontinued the Atari 2600 and launched the Nintendo 64. Or D, Nintendo launched the Super Nintendo, the NES, and discontinued the original Game Boy. Let us know in the comments if you got it, and we'll see who gets it first. So, what's your guess?
Fuck them.
All of them?
All of them.
There's some clues in there. There's a couple of those that it's like,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I got it, but that's fine.
You got it? Yeah. All right. This is a new something I'm going to do for the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
We're going to do Madden covers.
See if you know this.
Madden covers. Okay. So we'll start in the very first one that had an athlete on it, and we'll come all the way to present. All right. Okay. So 1999 was the very first Madden cover that had an athlete on it. Do you know who it was?
No. Even seeing the picture.
Do you know who it was? I was going to say, do you know who it was even seeing the picture?
No. Would you have any idea who would be on the cover of Madden 99?
Look at the picture and see if you can tell.
Look at this picture real quick. See if you can tell who it is.
Yes, he got it.
Dang. I had no idea.
Boom. Invisible producer to the win.
Mr. Garrison.
All right. So here's the question.
Okay.
1999, he was the very first one to be on the cover. Did the Madden curse happen to Garrison Hurst?
Don't Google it. You stay in your cup chair and you just answer.
It did. The Madden curse is widely considered to have started with Garrison Hurst, who was featured on the inaugural cover of the Madden 1999. After being named on the cover, Hurst had a fantastic 98 season the season before, but then he suffered a gruesome broken ankle during the 49ers' first playoff game after this came out. Complications from this injury were so severe that he missed the next 2 full seasons.
The infection actually spread right to his vagina.
Right to the middle. So, yes, 1999, Garrison Hurst was affected by the curse, and this is what started it. This is why it's a thing now. And
so some would say it's his fault.
Yeah, he shouldn't have done that. He should have known.
Yeah.
August 11th, 2000, Paper Mario.
I don't think I ever played this.
Really? I'm going to be the first one to say I think it was lame. Mario's pretty on point all the time.
See, Mario's always great, but
Paper Mario was just weird. I feel like it was a cop-out because they had the power to do so much stuff with the Nintendo 64, and they're going to give us 2D, like, flipping. They just flipped back and forth, and it was really weird. Bowser was always a jerk, and he was in this one too. But I just didn't think Paper Mario hit. Some people probably think it was awesome, but for me, Paper Mario just wasn't it. And the thing about this one, and I think this is what gets me with a lot of RPGs, is there's just so much cutscene and like reading and players talking, and you have to read the screen. This game, like I went back a couple days ago on my R36S to play this. It took me 20 minutes to get through the initial cutscene and all the talking and Bowser doing his bad stuff, and just to even play as Mario and go to the castle and try to start doing stuff. And
I've literally downloaded games like that, and it took so long, so I was like, "Fuck this," and I just deleted it. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah, like it bugged me so bad.
Fuck. God,
did he show you the ankle?
Show me a picture of the ankle. Why would you do that?
Oh yeah, that's good. God. Yeah,
it's like he tried to stop and his body didn't.
Like, nope. That ankle said no, sir.
God,
that's almost as bad as Dax. That ankle, like
that was gross.
All right, same day. Nope, sorry. August 15th, 2000. Chrono Cross for the PlayStation 1.
No, never played this.
Me either. Did you play Chrono Trigger?
No.
Me either. I didn't play the Chrono games.
No.
Not us. But if you played this, tell us if it was awesome or not, because
I think with that bullshit.
I bet Googs knows.
Yeah, he
seems like a Chrono Cross guy.
Big ass nerd.
Such a nerd. Okay. Here's a big one.
Okay.
We're going to move on to some pop culture, movies, TV. August 11th, 1991 was a big day for Nickelodeon.
Crazy.
The Rugrats, Doug, and Ren and Stimpy all premiered on Sunday, August 11th, 1991.
That's wild.
The very first one to come on was Doug. And I mean, Doug Funny was just, this was such a pretty wholesome, right? Like it was there, nothing questionable about Doug at all, right? He had his friend Skeeter, who was a blue guy. He had Patty Mayonnaise, who was like his crush, and
Roger might have been a racist.
Roger?
Yeah.
Who's Roger?
Wasn't that the bully?
Oh, maybe. I don't remember. What it was? Did he just not like blue people?
Maybe he kind of had that racist vibe. Like I feel like
He just didn't like
he definitely had a hood at home. Like
Oh,
I guarantee.
dang.
Yeah,
Screw you, Rod.
I feel it. I don't know.
And then, do you know his dog's name?
Pork chop.
Pork chop.
Pork chop. Come on.
Here they are, right here. Here they are. Bing, bing. Him and where's Porky?
Oh, I thought you were playing with your titties. I didn't know what you were doing.
There's Pork chop. Right
Yep,
here.
Quail Man. Yeah.
Quail Man and Doug is Quail Man. So this was a big one, right? We had the next one. So they came in this order, and I didn't mean to say came. They showed in this order, Doug and then Rugrats. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so Rugrats was the next one to come on.
Yeah.
Do you remember the characters?
Yeah.
Who are they?
I mean, just all of them.
Just name as many as you can.
I mean, Chucky.
And go. You got one.
Phil, Lil,
those are twins. Stewie.
Stu.
Who?
Stu, not Stewie.
Yeah, it was Stu.
Tommy Pickles.
That's the dad.
Angelica.
Okay, he got him. Good job.
Grandpa Lou. Was that?
That sounds right. That you pulled that one. I didn't. You got that.
What's crazy is like if you look at that too. Like I remember seeing like, hey, did you know like Stu's like 35 or something? It's like,
wow.
God, like you watch it and it's like, man, this guy's old. And then, man, he was just going through the shit. I remember one time he's up in the middle of the night making chocolate pudding or something. I was like, now I understand. It's like he's just going through a fucking crisis in life, and he's like, the only thing that could fix me right now is chocolate pudding. Dee Dee, is that the mom?
That's the mom. Dang, look at him. He's a Rugrats aficionado over here.
Chewy brother.
He could be wrong. I don't know.
I'm just making up every single name like fucking Sylvia.
Peg? Is Peg's in there?
You just got pegged. Anyway,
so this one was a little bit more questionable. I think there's some more questionable things in this than there was in Doug for sure.
I feel like they tried to hide a little bit more for the adults.
Yeah, there was some adult-ish stuff in there for sure. I mean, especially with the adults in the show, I feel like there was some adult stuff, not super bad, but so that was the third one or the second one, and then the third one was Ren and Stimpy.
Fucking crazy.
Like what even is? I know one of them's a Chihuahua. What is Stimpy? Like, is he a cat?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But Ren and Stimpy was wild. Like, this was
constantly
way out there,
pushing the boundaries.
Always pushing the boundaries. And that animation that they would have when they'd go into the weird, like the weird side that wasn't
zoom in, like when they zoom. Fuck.
Yeah, just so weird.
Nightmares and shit.
Yeah,
man.
it's just like, so this one was very questionable.
Yeah,
like they just kind of so. What the deal was with this is Nickelodeon was like, all the cartoons to this point are like, the reason we have this cartoon is because we want to sell you a toy.
Yep.
Right. So you had.
Oh, okay.
He was a cat. Look at that. I can be right.
Stimpy J. Cat, was that his name?
Oh, snap. And then obviously Ren is a Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the whole point was we want to have cartoons that are standalone. Like, we don't want to just be selling you a toy for a cartoon. We want to have this cartoon. And yeah, there was toys that came after that. But like when you talk about Ninja Turtles and Transformers and G.I. Joes and
marketability,
all of that stuff, right? It was just, we're going to create this cartoon because this toy was popular. These were the other way. These cartoons got popular and then they sold toys. And so this kind of, Nickelodeon had a lot of good animation. I mean, the biggest one ever is SpongeBob, right? And a lot of the people from Ren and Stimpy actually worked on SpongeBob, which, newsflash, like,
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Oh, really? I mean,
it makes sense.
That same animation that they do that in SpongeBob. So, I feel like this is just quintessential 90s kids cartoons. Like, we all know these cartoons, no matter if you were a Disney kid or a Nickelodeon kid or whatever. Everybody knows Doug, Rugrats, and Ren and Stimpy. So, just thought that was a big one. 1993.
Oh, fuck.
Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies were so big.
Beanie Babies.
Dude,
if you grew up in the 90s.
I don't know if you know this. Grant
Gooks
had a bunch of them because his grandma had like a store that she sold Beanie Babies.
I knew he was SG.
So they had a bunch of like super rare ones. Probably didn't mean shit now, but I think they had like a Princess Diana, like a camel that was like
your wife's dad was a huge Beanie Baby guy. Like, he was selling those suckers on eBay for
no shit.
He probably still has a bunch.
I was just up in our garage, has like a little like crawl space thing up top. There's literally a crate full of fucking Beanie Babies in there.
Yeah.
So
the crazy thing is, these guys were like, this was the very first like
cryptocurrency.
kind of right.
Yeah, it's
like
fucking wild, man.
the way that they even on their own website, they like made these things retire, and then the secondary market, like they created the secondary market website to resell the stuff they had already sold you.
They were smart about it.
Yeah, they were. And these things were huge. Like they were so big, they were giving them away at like McDonald's, and people were going crazy over them.
I was just watching I think it was Family Guy, and they're coming home, and like Meg was sitting outside. It looked like she had a lemonade stand, but she's like, I'm trying to sell Beanie Babies to like get money for prom or something. I was like, God damn it. So it's just, I don't know. It's weird that it's still a thing that people talk about.
Yeah. I mean,
but anybody else that's younger, like listening, they'd be like, what the hell is that?
What is a Beanie Baby even?
Yeah.
But yeah, these things were just so big. Like, not everybody sold them. Not everybody had them, but everybody knows what they were. And like that red one, that iconic red one.
Grant got me one, and I want to say it was a red one too, or maybe it was green, but it had the Mexican flag, and it was like Osito, the Mexican bear, and I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, so Beanie Babies were huge. I mean, it was crazy for a while how crazy people went for Beanie Babies.
Yeah,
it's just so wild.
It was red. Oh yeah,
yeah.
I wish this is when I wish Linz was down here, because she's probably got stories. Like man, yeah.
I like having a researcher on hand.
Yeah, it's nice. Fact check you on real time. That's great.
Yeah. So let's get a bit
yeah, I'm down.
Wow.
I didn't know you knew Spanish.
I really wish I knew how to talk, because that's kind of important when you're doing a podcast normally.
I want to slow it down and see if you actually said words there.
I might have, but it might trigger KGB, so I don't know if I do that.
It's like a super soldier. You just unlock somebody. They're freaking out in Idaho right now, going to kill.
I don't think so, because nobody's listening. All right. Wrestling is what I was trying to say.
Ooh.
Tell me.
Yeah.
If you know this.
Nation of Domination, Farouk. I like them. They were actually pretty good.
They were good. I agree.
And they had Farouk, like Mark Henry came in too, didn't he?
Mark Henry was in there for a while. Yeah. Farouk was in there. But the reason this is so big is because this episode in August 11th, 1997,
never forget,
WWF Raw is War. It started out with the Nation of Domination and Rocky Maivia.
Okay, yeah.
We know Rocky Maivia.
Yeah.
He was kind of lame for a long time.
I really wasn't about Rocky Maivia.
No, he was lame for a long time. And then he joined the Nation of Domination. He changed his name to The Rock, and everything changed.
Holy shit.
Like, he is huge now. Like, everybody knows who The Rock is. Everybody knows who Dwayne Johnson is now, because he just exploded. And so, but before he was in the Nation of Domination, he was Rocky Maivia. I mean, storied history. His granddad and his dad and like all of those dudes were huge wrestlers, right? And he was in the business, but it wasn't hitting. And then he got that Rock persona after he joined the Nation of Domination, and it just exploded.
Started beating the shit out of everybody.
So that was the first thing that happened on this episode. The next thing that happened on this episode at the end was a match between Shawn Michaels and Mankind, where his mask came off. Mankind's mask came off.
I remember that. I remember watching it.
He freaking starts turning into Cactus Jack just out of nowhere. Like, it was like, what is happening? Like, everybody knew that he was Cactus Jack, but he never really kind of mixed the characters. And it was just, that was wild. But that's not even the crazy part. So this is the match when HBK, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, like, he's probably, if I had to pick a Mount Rushmore, that's 4 people. I don't know what people are doing when they're picking 5 and 6 and 7 and 10 on a Mount Rushmore. A Mount Rushmore is 4. Yeah. There's 4 presidents on that mountain. If I had to pick a top 4, I think HBK would be in my top 4. Like, he was a bit, like, I liked him a lot.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say for the sake of popularity, but I mean, dude was just solid, and he was always in it. Whether it was, fuck everything. He was standalone, just doing his own thing, and then
when he was part of the Rockers with him and Marty Jannetty, I loved him. When he went out on his own, he was awesome. He wrestled through pain like nobody else. Like, he was just a really good, solid wrestler. He was a terrible human being for a long time.
Yeah,
pretty good dude now, but just Shawn Michaels was one of my favorites back then. And so
I feel like you could always tell he was kind of off. Like, he was on some shit, and you were just like,
yeah, he was
that guy.
Yeah, for sure. But so this is his heel turn. This is when he turned into a bad guy. So I'm currently going through the Netflix documentary WWE Unreal.
Okay.
And they are unwinding all of the things about the lore of wrestling. Like, what's a heel? What's a baby face? What's the gorilla position? What's all of this stuff that nobody's really heard of before. And so the heel is the bad guy, the baby face is the good guy. Shawn Michaels was always a good guy. He was always a babyface. And this is when he started to turn heel. And what, if you're a fan of wrestling in the 90s, what that means for us is it all culminated in DX becoming a thing when Shawn Michaels started to be a bad guy. So we got Shawn Michaels turning into a bad guy. He had an insurance policy for this match. Like, that's what they called it. They called it the insurance policy. Okay. And they were building it up forever. And he's losing the match to Mankind. Mankind's just beating the crap out of him. And then Triple H and Chyna come down.
Chyna was scary, dude.
Oh, man. She was real scary. And so they come down to the ring. They weren't DX yet, but Triple H was his buddy. And so they came down to the ring, but they didn't do anything. And then here comes his insurance policy because he's going to lose the match. And his insurance policy is Rick Rude.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought Rick Rude, like, to me back then, this was a big deal. We hadn't seen Rick Rude in 3 years to this point. Like, he got hurt real bad and he wasn't ever around. And then here comes Rick Rude in a suit down to the, do you remember Rick Rude? He had the pants where he looked like he was naked and he did this thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. And so he comes down to the ring. He just smokes Mankind with a chair to the head. Like,
Nick wanted that smoke.
Dude.
Nick was
holy smokes, he hit him hard.
Ooh.
And so then HBK wins the match, and there was a big feud going on between HBK and Undertaker. This is, to me, all of that. Like, we're talking The Rock changed into The Rock. HBK turned into the guy that was going to be in DX. All of those things were awesome. But at the very end, the Undertaker comes down the ramp because him and HBK had a big feud. And we get the red flames for the very first time. And Paul Bear comes on the thing and says Kane's coming and that he's going to send the Undertaker to hell. And it was like, what is happening?
Everybody's like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Kane and what's going to happen? So this was just like, this episode of Raw was just like awesome. Like, there was so much stuff.
I remember trying to go to bed afterwards being just amped. Like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah, like crazy. So.
Damn.
This was a wild episode. Good summertime. Just, not a whole lot happens in August. So ramp it up, WWE. Like, give us something good.
There you go.
Music.
Let's do it.
August 12th, 1991.
So there was some music in
August.
August.
Man, hold up. Dang it. We're going to have to go. That sucks.
What happened?
I had all of this. I had...
Ooh, you bitch. Damn.
And I had this one.
This is actually on my gym playlist.
And I had this one.
Here's the Rugrats theme.
You just knew this one was going to be wild.
That's some killer music right there. Well, dang it's fine. It's still here. It's all good.
Completely missed them. Anyway, music. I didn't put these guys in here because they're kind of rough with playing their music outside of them playing it. So I wasn't even trying to get in trouble.
Kind of bitches.
I wasn't even trying to get in trouble, but this Black
Album would have
album,
been a good test. That would have been a good test. If they find us, like they're looking hard.
So I don't even have clips in here, but the Black Album, which everybody calls this the Black Album, it was just called Metallica.
Okay.
But it's a black cover, and so they call it the Black Album. And this one, I mean, you had Enter Sandman and Sad But True and Holier Than Thou and The Unforgiven and Whatever May Roam and like all of these iconic songs, tons of iconic songs on that disc. And it all happened August 12th, 1991. So it's another episode of Retro Rewind. I'm trying to, people have told me it's long, so I'm trying to, I don't know.
I mean, shit, people's attention spans just fucking suck now.
Short, they do.
I mean, this bitch has already been asleep twice just being here in the...
Wake up.
Wake up.
What's that song? It says wake up.
Yeah, it's this one.
What is it?
Chop Suey?
Yes.
Got it.
Got him.
I was fact checked. It was We're good. So tell you what, dude. We got to get a hold of Dude Robe because I want some shorts.
Me too, bro.
I feel like if I'm not rocking Dude Robe, like I'm not wearing anything under it
I know, and it's weird.
because it's like it's got to feel right.
Yeah.
And if it's not Dude Robe, then it
You
doesn't.
just
feel
want
right.
that luscious
I need it.
fabric
Yeah.
against your ding dong.
Like what? Yeah. What am I doing? Gym shorts? Just straight up boxers? Like no.
I mean, skivvies,
No. Who wears skivvies?
Speedo.
No, that's way too.
That's weird.
Yeah, no.
You're just dadding with your Speedo. You open your robe.
People get sniped. That's how you get hurt. So I need these shorts. We got to get hold of Dude Robe. I need the shorts because I think the world's tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
Go outside and get my
every week,
my mail, my paper, and it's
every week he walks to the door and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
not again.
Never gets easier. Every time I see it, I'm like, ugh. Shit. What happened?
You even got rid of all the mirrors in your house because it was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then your reflection in the door, like you can't get rid of the doors.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
This took a turn.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Anyway, Dude Robes are awesome. I got my hot tub back up.
Oh God, yeah.
And I've been putting that sucker on when I get out of the hot tub and drying off with it. And I kind of regretted it because it was 102 degrees out the other night, and I put that thing on, and it was toasty, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So I know that in September, October, and November when I'm out there, this thing is gonna be legit when I get out of that hot tub. It's gonna
I might
be
just
awesome.
like live with you at that point.
Yes,
just stay in the hot tub.
Yeah, you can stay in a cabana out there.
I'll do it.
We'll get you a cot on the cabana.
Okay.
Some curtains.
Gonna hold you to it. Yeah, because I need my privacy. Because if I don't have shorts, I'm gonna get some phone calls.
Yeah, and I will too.
Celebrate achievements.
Check out Dude Robes at duderobe.com. Use our code CQ15 for 15% off of anything. That's robes, shorts, pants, kids robes, UFC robes. Like they've got a ton of stuff.
UFC robes, God.
Yeah, they got UFC robes. These guys are awesome. Like this company, they were on Shark Tank. And I'm going to tell you, the arms on these robes are a game changer. They're the reason that I like the fabric is great, and the towel on the inside and the softness on the outside and all that's awesome. For me, the cuffs on the arms make it wearable.
Not a giant ass wizard sleeve.
Yes, it's like who thought that was a good idea ever? Like you can't do anything with that.
Somebody who just likes like having their hands inside there, just looking all like dark and mischievous.
Like what's going on here? So, yeah, if you want to hide stuff, hide it in the big old pockets on your Dude Robe. There's pockets.
I love it. And
a built-in belt that you can't, like, you're not going to lose it because it stays in there.
Nope. That's true.
These are just awesome. Like, check out a Dude Robe and use our code so that they know it came from us.
Came from us. Tell you what else is awesome. My Chemical Romance.
That's what I hear.
God. That was insane. There was seriously like 43,000 people at this concert, and that was insane to see. Like at one point, he even made the comment. He's like, "Man, I was hoping that the roof would be open so we can see like the big Texas sky." But then like everybody had their lights on their phone,
look like stars.
And he's like, "Man, it looks like stars out there." He's like, "This is so cool." And God, the whole thing was just amazing because you know anything about My Chemical Romance, like. Gerard is just such a creative person. Like
he's very
Umbrella
theatrical.
Academy. Yeah, we talked about that. And I saw this wild interview, and he basically said he didn't think the band would even go past the second album. Like his plan, like he says he plans things out. He like sets up almost like a timeline. So he said when he was still like doing the first album, he already knew what the second one was going to be called and the theme and everything. So the whole theme for the second one, the Black Parade, is basically like this guy dying and kind of going through like his time and, you know, even into the afterlife and stuff like that. And if you watch the music video for the Black Parade, I mean, it shows this guy who's essentially on his deathbed and, you know, is carted off through this parade. But it was, man, it was so incredible. And they had a lot of funny moments and a lot of just like touching moments. And it was so weird to see these dudes that I've listened to for so long. Like we're literally standing in line. We waited in line 2 hours for merch, which was insane. And this girl in front of me was talking about how big of a fan she is and stuff. I was like, yeah, I used to listen to these guys like, you know, like right after high school. And she's like, oh.
That was 2003, by the way.
Yeah. It's like they came out like 2004, like doing more in 2005. And she's like, I'm 17. She's like, you've listened to these guys longer than I've been alive. And I was like, holy shit. I know. I was like, God, well, way to kick me in the balls, little lady.
Yeah,
But
no kidding.
It was, and that's one thing, like your wife had even said, like, you know, when you like this kind of music and you're into this kind of scene, especially in a town like ours, you know, it's like there's not a lot of people in general, but you definitely don't have like a lot of the goth emos, alternative, whatever. So you definitely feel like an outsider as far as all that's concerned. And then you go to a concert like this and you just see
43,000 of the people that just get
the
you.
same. Yeah, exactly. So it was really cool. And with that being said, too, I was like, there's probably a lot of fucking mental illness in this.
Dude, I'm telling you, like I got this. You went for your birthday.
Yeah.
People may think this is weird. You went with my wife. I didn't even go to the concert.
Yeah.
So you two went because you two are big fans. I just wouldn't have appreciated, like, their music's great, and
you probably would have liked 2 songs of the whole concert.
Yeah, like it's like I like it, but it's just not like I'm not super into it like you guys. So I just didn't see the point in spending whatever it was for a ticket for me to go. And so you guys went. I took you down there for your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
We hung out. I saw some stuff on TikTok where people were at that merch line that we saw when we very first pulled up at 9 o'clock in the morning. So that truck was out there.
Yeah. So the crazy thing is when we pulled up, like you dropped us off like our dad or something.
Yeah.
And we saw a line going out the door, like to the door, and we're like, God, they didn't open up the doors yet. And it was an hour prior. So I was like, surely they're open. That line was wrapped around the fucking block just to get merch from people who couldn't even go to the concert.
Yeah, they were outside the venue selling merch for people that didn't. And
they've been there since 9 a.m. That is crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's when it started. Like some of the, I'm sure those people all.
For sure, they got through. But I'm saying like they've had a line since 9 a.m.
Yes, and it was that long when we pulled up. It was that long in the picture. I saw it at 9 a.m. when people were going to breakfast.
Yeah,
like it was just wild. And the other thing is, we went to dinner, and we'll talk about dinner in a minute. But when we were out just in town in Arlington, it seemed like everybody that was in town was going to the concert because everybody had their emo shirts on.
Yeah,
they all had their black shirts on or their fishnets or their whatever.
So it's like everybody's like, "See you there," you know, and everybody's like, "Yeah, what's up?"
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
And even people that weren't going, like we stopped and talked to one guy, and he wasn't even going to the concert. He was just like, I wanted to wear my emo shirt because everybody else was.
Yeah, he knew what was going on, and he just wanted to be a part of it. But man, it was so cool though. I mean, everybody was just there for a great time, and lots of dude in dresses. Because Gerard kind of talks about drag and stuff, and you know, whatever. Everybody went, they had fun, and it was an incredible show. And I even thought about going through like some of the show, and I don't think anybody's even gonna watch it, or you know, anyone's watching this that is going to show or hasn't been yet. But just like I said, the theatrics of everything, like he had this whole thing planned out, and it was just such a cool experience. So
I saw one person. I will explain this. One person I saw, they were talking about how he had to be, for this show, it was the very first show where he had to be dragged on stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that didn't happen prior.
Yeah.
And so like they're building this thing.
None
of these shows are exactly the same.
Yeah.
And they're building this thing up. Like in the show, he doesn't want to go on and play.
Yeah.
For some reason, and nobody knows why.
And so they do have a dictator there that they're basically doing the show for. So the dictator's watching the whole time. And through the show, like they're kind of like rebelling against the dictator, and it just gets worse and worse, and ends up with Gerard getting stabbed and a clown blowing himself up on stage with a suicide vest.
Wild.
Insane. Super fucking loud when that bomb goes off, and so it was really crazy. I mean, like if that just tells you
this is more than just a rock show. Like it was
a whole ass story, and it was it was wild, man. And then they come out after the whole theatrics, go to a smaller stage, like in the middle,
and they were just dressed in like coats and jeans.
Yeah, and then they're just My Chemical Romance from Jersey. You know, they're out there just having fun, playing rock music, and super cool, man. Before we went to the concert, we actually went to an all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant.
You're going out of turn.
No, I mean, I started out of turn.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, you did.
So, whoops, kind of quickly decided that probably wasn't a good idea right before the concert, because like it was a good thing we had 2 hours to stand in line.
Was it delicious? Yes.
It was good. You know what I realized? They never even gave me my fucking miso soup.
Oh, wow.
They took forever to get some of the sushi out. Like I literally had just nigiri, which is sliced fish on top of rice. That's it. You were like ordering rolls, like complex rolls, and they were like giving you your stuff. And I was like, I have fish on top of rice. You're telling me you don't have that yet?
I don't think I like brown people there.
Yeah. So in Texas. So,
at a brown people restaurant.
I will say,
Got him.
I will say, I mean, it was good. There's some things obviously it's like, wasn't great, but
I mean,
they did a good job.
It was all you can eat sushi.
Yeah, I just feel
And
like our waitress wasn't as attentive, or she was getting
I
mixed
agree.
up a
I
lot, or
agree. We were off in the corner a little bit. Like the other experiences my wife and I have had at these, that the waitress is super attentive because they want to get you in and out because they have more people coming. This place just wasn't super packed.
and they took a while. It wasn't even that busy. They took a while to even get your stuff out, and then
Yeah.
so to me, it's like, is this part of the gimmick that they just take forever to get to you, and then you get full
It's
before
not
you?
like no, like they want you like the longer you wait, the kind of it's going to settle. But if you eat a bunch of stuff real fast, you're going to be full right off the bat and want to get out of there.
I will say the best thing about this is like if you don't eat the food, like you have to pay for it. So it's like it's a flat fee. But if you order a bunch of shit and you don't eat it, then they're going to charge you for it because you're just wasting.
Yep.
And you get to the point where you like have ordered food and then maybe order more food while you're like waiting for your food, and then you get your stuff. And all of a sudden they keep bringing rolls and rolls and rolls, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that.
And so here's the game.
Yeah.
You try to like split it. If you don't eat it, you're trying to like split it off into other plates so that you can make it look like you ate half of it.
Or you're trying to get everybody else to eat it. Like, man, you got to take a bite of this.
Come on, eat this roll so it can be half, because you have to eat at least half of whatever you get.
So you keep forgetting, and they keep bringing more food, and you're just like,
terrible.
fuck, I'm so full right now.
So was it delicious? Yes.
Yeah, it was good.
1 hour after it, did I explode a quick trip bathroom? Yes.
I spray painted the fucking walls.
It was so bad.
No, like I said, I was just glad that we had like 2 hours to like stand around, because when I first got there, I was like, oh fuck. Like, I was like, I just felt heavy and just like, oh,
you should have had a skirt on and you'd been way more comfortable.
You're probably right. I definitely could have, and nobody would have. They wouldn't blink an eye at it either. I'm like, oh shit, he's here for the.
And then afterwards, we had a good time afterwards too.
That was incredible.
So fun.
Speaking of skirts,
whoa, that was funny. Holy smokes, I remember that. That was hilarious.
So the coolest thing I remember when we first got there, because your wife and I, we thought we had time to kill. We obviously did not. So I took her kind of around Texas Live. I was like, hey, this is what it is. Look how cool it is. We go outside and they have all these like comfortable chairs, like outdoor furniture with like cushions and stuff. And it's like sitting inside of a pool, essentially. Like there's pool all around you. And then you look straight out. There's fountains. And then there's AT&T Stadium.
AT&T Stadium. We love that place.
Beautiful.
The Taj Mahal.
Yeah, exactly. So, we looked at that, took some photos, and it's like, all right, let's just go inside. And then we learned about the merch stuff.
Oh, shoot. Glad we got here.
It was like, we got to get there. So, we went back afterwards, and at first we're inside. They had like a big EDM thing going on, and like loud music and DJs and, people dancing and stuff. So we decided, like, let's go check out outside. And I was like, oh, yeah, this area. And I was talking about how cool it is. And you're like, oh, there's a section open for us. So
whole table.
So we run down there. We get there real quick. And it was just so comfortable. The weather was perfect.
There was a breeze,
it was a little breeze at first.
It was just a small breeze.
And then it turned into
And we saw a lady's butt.
Yeah.
Because she had no undies on under that dress, which I don't know why you would do that.
She went to the bar with her man or something, and all of a sudden this dress goes, woo!
And everybody saw her butt. She was so embarrassed.
Yeah, she sat down real quick on that stool.
Real quick. But after that, it was all smooth sailing.
Yeah.
We sat there and had a beer. We talked.
So it's like I got sushi. I saw My Chemical Romance. Got to chill. Saw a butt. It was a good night.
Great.
It's a great night.
Doesn't get much
I love that spot though. Like I would love to just, and I don't know where it was coming from, but there was like wood fire, like some delicious smelling, like it smelled like barbecue or something. It was just wafting through the area. It's like I don't know if Texas just smells like that or what. Maybe it just smells like barbecue.
We gotta move. We gotta get down there. We gotta move there.
That's just what it smells like. But man, it was absolutely incredible. And obviously we had the hotel room that had like the conjoined door or whatever.
Conjoined rooms. Before we move to hotels.
Okay, go.
Let's do two things.
Okay.
First one, we're gonna shout out Shiner.
Texas.
Tejas. This is a Texas. Shiner,
we've
Texas.
Been trying so hard to get a hold of this.
Come on, guys! Like this one was so hard to get a hold of.
My brother hooked it up though. He come in town and he.
Oh snap! You brought these? We cannot find.
He just gave away who the cuck is.
No, he doesn't know. You said my brother. That's you, stupid, not me.
Yeah, and then you turn to look and go, "Oh, you brought these?
Oh,
fucking idiot!"
Good thing we have an editor that doesn't edit.
What a bitch. These are strong though.
It's good.
Yeah.
We have been trying to get a hold of these shockwaves since we saw they came out, since we saw that they were producing them. And I have a connection at the distributor here in the state, and I haven't been able to find them here anywhere. So thanks.
Yeah, it's pretty good
for this because it is delicious. Shockwave, it's strong. It is strong. It's a big old boy.
Not Cutwater strong.
Ooh, that's a big old boy. And I could drink 10 of those and not be as bad as a Cutwater.
I mean, this is what, 14 inches?
8%, and it's
20 inches?
A pint and an eighth. 8% alcohol, 10 IBU. Delicious though. So thank you, Shiner, for that. And hook it up, guys. We've got a piece of real estate on that brown man's body for you if you want to hook it up.
Anywhere you want.
So let's go. And then number 2, I want to shout out my boys over at Wichita Life.
I've been trying to read that. I was confused as fuck. I was like, I don't know what that says.
Landon over at Wichita Life just put out some new merch, and this is the upside down Wichita hat. So check this out. You can get this on their website. So check out the Wichita Life merch. And check out an upside down Wichita hat because these are all the rage, and I think it's pretty cool.
I do. I like it. Looks good.
Hotels.
We had a nice little hotel room. We had the doors open most of the time. I wouldn't say most of the time. Some of the time the door was open because things get weird. But
when you're by yourself in a hotel room,
I meant more you. But it got me thinking. Like we both stay in hotels a fair amount. You probably more than me.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there for sure. It's picking up a little bit more, but I can't tell you how many times like my wife will write me and be like, "Did you get any sleep? Or were people up like late, like being noisy?" Because I feel like hotels, the way they're built, they're so fucking loud. People like go to their rooms and it sounds like they're just kicking the fucking door shut, or kids running down the hallway, or somebody's above you or something. The most annoying shit in the world. So like. Typically, I'm just turning my iPhone has like the whole background noise thing, so I'll do that. And I know you bring a fan with you everywhere you go.
We when I can, I do. But one of the reasons why I stay at the hotels that I stay at is because always they have a fan.
Okay.
At the front desk that I can call and say, "Hey, can you bring me a fan?" And so I will, because man, I get hot as crap when I sleep.
So that's what I was going to ask. Is the fan for like
it's
the
both
wind, or is it for the
it's both
dual purpose? Like
it's dual purpose. Okay. It's to blow on me because I get hot as crap in a hotel room, but it is so quiet in a hotel room. I cannot sleep if there's not some noise.
It might be quiet in the room, but then you're going to hear some fucker run down the hall and
100%. I've got to have that. Like we have a fan and usually an AC going on in our room when we sleep at night.
And I try to keep that bitch like it's like you can have low, high, or like always on, and that's like
I always on.
Yeah, I always
as soon as I get it
always on. Yeah, always. Continuous.
I really wish there was. I heard a guy. I don't remember, a couple years ago. He was telling me he stayed in a lot of hotel rooms, and I wish I would have done this a long time ago, and I just didn't. I don't do it now because it's too late. But he would on the top of the bathroom door of every single hotel he stayed in, he would take a marker and he would sign it. On the top, like the top, like where you can't, nobody's going to know it's there. He's not vandalizing it. He's not being rude, but he would sign it so that like, if he ever stayed in the same room again, he'd know that.
That's
and I was
crazy.
like, dude, that's crazy. That's kind of cool. So, I thought that was kind of cool.
You could also just keep like room keys and, if you wanted to, but whatever.
The room key does not have your number on it. That paper does.
Okay.
I mean,
the door didn't have his fucking name on it either until he fucking wrote it on there.
Yeah, I guess you could write it on there, but it's not as cool as to say, "Oh yeah, like I stayed in this room." If they haven't replaced the door, if somebody didn't punch a hole in it, But hotel rooms, man, it's a science. Like it's an art, and like if you travel a lot, points are a big deal because, like I know for me for work, I get to keep the points when I travel for work. You get to keep the points when you travel for work.
And that's what I wondered. I've seen where like I use the Marriott Bonvoy.
And I'm a Hilton Honors. I'm a Hilton Honors member through and through.
And that was honestly more of just like, which one do I go with? You know what I mean? It was like, I mean, fuck, they're both around, but I've seen where they're like, hey, you can buy points. I'm like, is that worth it? Like, do I do that?
For me, like I've looked at that, right? I have looked at that because I like to get a free room, but it's like usually, at least on the Hilton Honor side, when you buy points, it's usually a point per dollar. And it's like at that point, what's the it's not worth it.
But this one, they were saying you get like either 4 times the points or something like that. So it's like, hey, we'll give you, pay $25. You're going to get X amount of points. You normally wouldn't.
I mean, yes, that's worth it then. Especially if it's a point per dollar because you're 4 times in your money, and you can go get a free hotel room for a quarter of the price.
It just makes me wonder, because I feel like I've seen so many people who use like certain credit cards. Who are like, hey, I'm going to use a credit card all year, and then I'm going to take a free trip to fucking Jamaica, and everything's going to be paid for.
I know a guy that he has a Disney credit card, and he uses that thing all year. That's all he uses. He doesn't use his debit card. He doesn't use any other credit cards. And they go on a Disney trip every 2 years with the points that they get from that card.
See, so I feel like there's got to be a lot of like hacks or tips, tricks, like whatever you want to call it, that I feel like I'm missing out on when it comes to this. And it's a lot of the time it's like, if you don't know, you don't know. And that's what a lot of it is, you know, because there's probably a lot of people who travel constantly and they're like, oh, like, you should have done this. You need to be asking for
I'm
this.
the one that was like, dude, are you getting points? Like, are you doing that? And you're like, no. I'm like, dude,
I was going to say, it took me a while before you're like, dude, get points. Because I would just go to the fucking Hilton. I'd go to Marriott, whatever's close. But then it's like there's a mile difference. Like, why not go to one fucking branch?
Exactly. And Marriott is nice. Hilton is nice. They both have, like, it really just depends on where they're at the most of where you are, is if you can find them. And for us, it's like I can always find an Embassy Suites. I can always find a Home 2 Suites. I can always find a Homewood. Those are the 3 that I stay in.
I'm gonna be honest. I've always kind of wondered if like the Home 2 was kind of trash, and then we stayed at a Home 2.
It was good, right?
Pretty fucking. I liked it.
Bad. It wasn't bad. It was nice. I mean, the room was nice. The lobby was nice.
Yeah.
They didn't have a hot tub, which was kind of a downer.
Nobody does anymore. Really? I was gonna ask that. Is that a fucking thing that people just get rid of hot tubs and just don't?
They're a pain in the butt to maintain. I know that.
That's why I always said, though, it's like, if I'm gonna get a hot tub, I'm gonna get a fucking hot tub. But honestly, being in yours is like kind of like, man, maybe I just get a fucking inflatable one, because damn.
I have to give away that I had a freaking redneck cheap one. Jeez.
Not bad. It's nice. I mean, you took a fucking video of it. Anyways, I tell you what, though, one thing that is hard for me about traveling is like, when I go different places, I want to eat good food. And I tell people that. And one thing that's crazy is I went to Oklahoma City to do some work. And I remember like I had to like do an open table or whatever, set a reservation. And, and they're like, why are you here? Is it a special occasion? Whatever. And I was like, I'm just a travel chef looking for good food, you know? And I showed up, they did their fucking research on me. Like they looked into all my shit. They already knew.
Oh, this was the sushi place?
Yeah. So they knew like who I was and what I do and everything. Like, oh, you're the chef we've been waiting for. And I was like, oh shit, you know, like, okay. They sat me down and like, they're like, hey, you got to try this.
Makes me want to lie on those things.
You got to do this. Yeah. You're like, I am the fucking IT wizard. But the craziest thing to me though, is some of these places, like I remember getting into Pittsburgh and I was talking to the cab driver and he was just like, oh man, the best fucking tacos. You're going to be right across the street from the best tacos that we have. So I was amped, dude. I went and checked in. I walked across the street and it looked cool as hell. And I was like, this is fucking Taco Bell. Like, this is just a glorified Taco Bell.
Maybe not even that good. And it was way slower.
That was a weird ass experience in general. But then same thing. I get to like Tulsa.
Yep.
I check into my hotel. I was like, man, I need some good food. Like, what's some good food around here? Like, oh man, we actually got an Abuelos, and you know, just like
Abuelos.
He wants to talk to me about like Chick-fil-A and shit, Texas Roadhouse, and I'm like, do you not have local fucking food that is like worth a shit? Because like that's what I want to know. Like if somebody comes to me and says, hey, what do you got to eat in your town or near your town? I'm like, man, there's a fucking McDonald's that's just on point.
Yeah, no, it's like we're telling them you got to go to Fabiola's, you got to go to freaking Travel and Smoke, or you got to go to Big Cheese.
We're gonna shout these guys out. Places, you know what I mean? Especially like, you know, Fabs. You know, Christy's been a friend of mine for a long time.
Dude.
They got some good food. They got some good drinks, and it's like they do a great job. But
the freaking mayor of Wichita came to town for our event, and that's where we told her to go. And she went there and said it was great.
I didn't tell her to go to fucking Carlos O'Kelly.
Right.
Some bullshit. You know, it's like, but yeah, man. What's funny is, you know, I've been talking to Shiner, like saying like, hey, I'll put a fucking tattoo on me or whatever. My brother actually loves fucking Big Cheese so much. He told them, he's like, I'll get a fucking Big Cheese thing if you guys give me free pizza anytime I come in. And he, you know, he lives in Texas. He's not even from here. So it's like, it'd be worth it to
for sure
a fucking free pizza or 2 free pizzas while he's in town once a year or whatever. And it's like, so that'd be funny as fuck to see him with a fucking hilarious. Big Cheese pizza.
Yeah, no, like I really feel like I like to eat good food too, and I like to eat at different places. I don't like to eat at chains. I definitely try to never eat at anything that we have in Wichita.
Yeah, when
I'm traveling, right? That to me, that's just stupid. Like I can eat that anytime, even fast food. If I'm going to grab something fast food, I'm going to try to find something that's not Taco Bell, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. And so for me, like, I really do feel like Yelp is the best place to look, like, because people are going to give you legit reviews.
I
Because they're
legit
not
like asked
affiliated.
your ass. I'm like, oh, I wonder what I need. And you're just like, you sent me a screenshot of Yelp. Like, well, this is what Yelp says. I'm like, okay.
And you went to number 4 on that list,
I
right?
did. Yeah, I checked out. What was it
The
called?
pizza place.
Aldini's or
Yeah.
something like that, and it was good. They did a good job.
You said the staff were a little bit
Staff,
weird.
yeah,
but
they
it
kind of
seems
just.
like that's a theme, though. Like, did you sit at the bar or at a
I
table?
was at the bar, like
Oh,
by
see, that's
myself,
weird
nobody
to
else
me.
there. And then like the bartender like walks off and goes and like talks to the waitress and stuff like over here. So I'm just kind of sitting there by myself, just like, well, I hope this is good, and
Yeah.
like whatever.
That's weird because usually bartenders are more attentive. I usually try to sit at the bar, even if I'm not drinking a beer. Like, I'll sit
Mhm.
at the bar and eat because I just feel like the bartender's more attentive than
Yeah.
a waitress.
It's
And
because
less
the bar generally doesn't get as much action. You know what I mean? And I've
right.
heard that from bartenders in my experience in my field. They're like, man, it kind of sucks that, like they obviously get a lot more tables than we do. It's like,
Right.
well, when you have somebody sit down, fucking talk to them and
Right.
hang out. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Right.
Because
Exactly.
it's like,
Yeah.
you're not just going to base your tip on, like how fucking special you are or how much they talk or whatever. But it's like, dude, you feel like you were there hanging out, having a good time. It's like, dude, I'm going to tip them well. But
Heck yeah, dude. And I was in Minnesota and I went to a place called Hell's Kitchen. I sent you the
yeah,
pictures of that. And that bartender was like super cool. The other bartenders were coming around. I had my WWF hat on, and that thing always gets comments. And so
Mhm.
people were like, I love your hat. I like that thing's so cool. And like they were just talking and like talking to me and talking to everybody else. And so like it was, if you find a cool atmosphere at one of those
Mhm.
places, it's really cool. And a good bartender can really change the atmosphere
Absolutely.
of
And
a
that place
restaurant.
could have been. That place is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, did you see the WWF belt I sent
Yeah,
you?
that was super cool up there.
Yeah, I loved it. I was like, man, they got an Intercontinental
When we-
Champion belt just sitting there, and they had great drafts and stuff, local stuff.
When we went to Chicago and we ate at Gino's Pizza,
Yeah,
that little short bartender guy there,
Super
he
cool
was
dude.
awesome. Like, he was great
Yeah.
at just being a bartender,
cracking
and hanging out
jokes
and-
the whole
yeah, like,
time, and
giving us a hard time, like he was one of our buddies.
I would say he felt like one of our buddies
He
that we
did.
grew up with. He was
Yeah,
just
for sure.
immediately just
And
super
I'm gonna
cool
remember
guy.
that forever, and I'm gonna go back there when I'm in
Yeah.
Chicago, probably because
Yeah,
he
and
was such a
hope
cool
to see
guy.
him again. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
like you'll probably never go back to that pizza place because you're like, yeah, the pizza was good, but it was a weird environment.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would order it and just have somebody bring it. So
Yeah, just bring it to DoorDash and
yeah, which
all
that
good.
kind of sucks, but whatever. To me, it's kind of worth it too. And now if they had a hot tub at my hotel, I'd get the pizza, sit in the fucking hot tub, and just have a night. But
now down.
fuck,
So it's another one in the books. Another one bites the dust.
we did it. This is episode 25. That's wild.
25. We've been doing this for 25 years. We do one episode a year.
Thanks for sticking with us over the years.
Big long hiatuses. We love it.
Yeah.
Man, here's the funny. It's funny. It's not funny. It's kind of funny. I don't know if it's funny. I just been like, am I still having fun?
Mm-hmm.
Do I still like it? Is it still worth it every week?
Mm-hmm.
And then I get down here and I get into it and I'm like, man, that was such a good time. Like,
Yeah.
I had great fun down there, just shooting the bull, like talking
Yeah.
about.
Like I
the
said, it's more for
90s,
us, I
and-
think, than anything.
I-
It's like we
yeah,
just
for
hang out
sure,
here, and
like-
if somebody I think there's a few people who actually like really listen or are like committed to listening to it, and it's like it's cool to even have them or to think
Yeah.
that it's entertaining enough that they give a shit
Yeah.
to listen. But it's like you just hope that we just keep doing our dumb bullshit and people find out about it.
I just
and-
want people to have a good time with it. I want people to like let it take, like we've talked about before, take away some of the nonsense during their
Yeah.
week and just help them laugh, help them remember their past, help them remember how good childhood was, and like just decompress for a little bit and listen to a couple of idiots talk about dumb
Mhm.
stuff and be wrong, and it's okay.
It's
Like,
fine.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
Most of the time we don't have a fact checker, so it's
yeah,
like we'll
it's
find out
fine.
later. But
Yeah.
tonight
somebody will
we're on
tell
the
us.
fucking spot.
I mean, we have a fact checker. She's just at my house and she'll tell me how dumb I am when
you
I get there.
idiot.
But because she's
Yeah.
like the biggest nerd of any nerd. She like knows all of the stuff. And
What's funny is like my wife was even saying today, she's like, yeah, you were talking about boobies on your. I was like, no, I was not. She's like, yes, you did. I was like, no, I wasn't. I would remember talking about boobies. He's like, you asked me to show a tit. And I was like, I did say that. I said, but
and I asked you to show it to.
I was like, but with that being said, you're my wife. So it's like a different
It's
me just
okay.
talking about titties in general. It's like,
Yeah.
I just want to see my wife's boobs. There's nothing wrong with that. You're like, I don't need to be here for it, but
Yeah. Like she did not need to do it there.
I heard a noise. I was like,
And the funny thing is, anybody that knows me
uh-huh.
knows what my reaction would have been to that.
Yeah.
And I did the thing.
She what the fudge? Like she knew you're gonna just say
Like, how
something.
is that just my normal thing
That's
to
just
say? Like, I
you.
don't even know how that's just my normal thing to say when I'm scared. But I hope when it's a real bad guy, it's gonna make him laugh.
It would be funny as fuck. Somebody's in your basement, like trying to crawl, and they just hear, "What the fudge?" And he's like, "Oh shit!"
But it makes him laugh enough where he can
just hear him giggle like he's down there.
Yeah, there he is.
He's down with the giant spider.
Yeah, you get that. That
you just lock the door and you're like, "Fuck you, you're dead."
Good luck, dude. You got the mama spider.
Yeah.
No, I killed her. She's dead.
Oh fuck.
She gone. But I'll tell you, those ones that were on your face aren't gone. They're still down here somewhere.
That was weird. That was weird as fuck.
I guarantee that.
AI is crazy.
So it is weird. It's getting weirder by the day. It's getting weirder. New stuff's coming out all the time.
I hate when people are trying to post it as news and people are buying it. I'm like, how stupid. Like, I saw ones like somebody got a video of a tree running across the street and people are like, oh my God, where was this? Like, how? And I was like, Jesus Christ, guys, come the fuck on.
It's funny. We were in the van going to Wichita, and my son and wife and daughter were in the car, and they were like, have you guys seen the crazy, like, bears and deers jumping on people's trampolines? That's wild.
The rabbits.
I was like, guys,
yeah.
I was like, guys, that's AI. And I'm like, no, it's
real. I swear.
And so I pull up my phone, I open Gemini, I said, give me a bear jumping on a trampoline through night vision. 2 minutes later, boop, here it is. I was like, guys, look. They're like, oh, it's a little bit off. I'm like, yeah, because it took me 2 seconds to give them the prompt.
give me time to refine it. Like, but what's funny is it's kids you're talking about. Like, I'll see like fucking like 65-year-olds like, oh fuck, this world's going to shit. It's because you guys don't love Jesus and fucking weird. Like, I don't claim this energy in all caps and just weird bullshit. Like, praise be to he. I mean, he did bring fucking Donovan McNabb back.
We brought Donovan McNabb back
from the dead.
Guys. Like,
holy shit.
Wow.
Miracles are happening every day. Open your eyes.
And with that being said, peace out. Keep it rad.